Pam Bondi fired Jeffrey Epstein prosecutor Maurene Comey. Although the reasons for her firing are unclear, Mediaite has floated the theory that it is related to her father's post of 8647. If you don't know, 86 is restaurant slang for get rid of a patron or remove someone from the premises. And essentially, what the argument here being made is that because Maurene Comey's father, James Comey, former director of the FBI, said 8647, that he's not saying to get Trump out of office. In fact, it's a call to violence to kill Trump. Obviously, James Comey, former director of the FBI, is not trying to say that, but that's one of the arguments that's being floated as to why Maurene Comey was fired. That being said, another thing that was brought up is that Fox News recently reported that Maurene Comey has worked on the Diddy case as well as a couple of other high-profile abuse and exploitation cases similar to the Jeffrey Epstein case. That being said, my favorite part of all of this is Trump's reaction to it and the ways that he wants to brush everything under the rug, even though it's pretty obvious that Pam Bondi is wanting to fire as many people working on the Jeffrey Epstein prosecution case as possible. Trump literally said, "But I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody." No idea? The president told reporters on Tuesday it's pretty boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring. And I don't understand why it keeps going. I think really only pretty bad people, including fake news, want to keep that going. Sordid and boring. Those are two words that don't often go together, and realistically, I'm not sure how they could in this situation. It's pretty obvious that he's just trying to hide. Now, the BBC has also contacted the Justice Department for comment, and this is where it gets a little spicy. The agency has been purging officials since the Republican president returned to office in January. In fact, last week, Bondi fired at least 20 staff who had roles in special counsel Jack Smith's twin investigations into Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 presidential election, defeat, and the alleged mishandling of classified documents found at his Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida. A number of prosecutors who charged participants in the U.S. Capitol riot when Trump supporters stormed the Congress have also been fired. So what's happening is that basically Trump is firing anyone who's prosecuting him or his supporters in a direct way. This is scary stuff.